What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and welcome back to the glorious OverAnalyzed. And today we've got a very, very special OverAnalyzed. Check this out. So what we're going to look at here, okay, this doesn't look that impressive to begin with. This is a 2,232 rated game. It's a gold level game. So what's the deal? What's going on? Well, this is what's going on. This is the email that we've received. It says this. I used to be in Masters 3,800 and slowly I've been falling and can't climb anymore. What can I do? This is my average match, which is actually the best thing to send into OverAnalyzed. Do not, and I repeat, do not, I'm going to full screen this, do not send me in that game you've had, which is once in a blue moon. You played 1,000 games of Overwatch, and for whatever reason, in this one game, you've got 70 eliminations, 43% accuracy, and it's a soldier game, and you've done 80,000 damage. That's not even possible. But even if you did that, and you sent it into me, you're like, well, look, Sty, I can't climb. Why can't I climb? Well, you can't. Once in a blue moon. No. You've got to send in your average matches because that's where we learn the most, right? So this is good. And it says, LFG don't seem to help me, and DPS and tank friends don't play with me anymore as they say my elo is too toxic and filled with smurfs. Please help. Now, everybody thinks their elo is filled with toxic and smurfs and all of that stuff. All you've got to do is just literally let's just play this while we talk. Is literally focus on what you're doing, how you're playing, right? And then he ends the email with, I've played Mercy for 900 hours. Now. I know what's going to happen here. It's like, oh my god, it's a Mercy main. Oh my god. And by the way, this is really annoying, the way it takes ages to get into a game now. Especially for me, because my game would load really quick. I think it's to make it more balanced for hero selection, so people with faster computers can't just, like, ninja heroes as easy. It's more of a balanced ninjaing playground. Anyway. So, yeah. This is a Mercy main, which has dropped from 3.8k. And I'm going to hazard a guess and say, probably was at 3.8k during the height of the Mercy meta. Now, whatever way you want to look at this, guys, when a hero is super powerful, like when Brig used to be super powerful, Brig kind of still is pretty decent, when Mercy was mega powerful, playing those heroes, especially if you were a one trick, you could really go up through the ladder. But when the hero gets nerfed, you're going to drop down through the ladder just because that's kind of the way it works with being inflexible, essentially. Now, there are a lot of things to realize here with Mercy, and I think before we get into this game, I tell you what, let's just pause it. And let me just do a little bit of explanation here, because Mercy is a super interesting hero to play. She's very difficult because you have to have very good positional awareness. You need to know what the enemy's doing, what your team are doing, whether you should be damage boosting, whether you should be healing, when to use your ultimate. But beyond those things, which I'm going to say kind of like the basic Mercy things, you need to do this. You need to ult track. You absolutely have to do this, right? This is what Mercy should be doing. I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm just going to say, Mercy has a lot of time to do other stuff other than focus on pure mechanical playing. That's the point of Mercy. She's very similar to a Reinhardt, very similar to a Winston, yeah? Their heroes, yeah, they've taken a lot of mechanical skill, but there's more time for you to take a breather, whereas the Tracer player, the Genji player, you know, they're just like absolutely 100 mile an hour. They're just focusing on their, you know, they're trying to kill the enemy, whatever they're doing, right? They don't have time to sit back and think. So for Mercy players, this is absolutely essential. You have to track what the enemy are doing, what your team have got, set up combos, communicate with your team. This is if you want to be a super effective Mercy player. The other thing I want to say before we get into this as well, because supports are really complicated right now. One tricking a support, unless that support is Zenyatta, is not viable in this game anymore. Because there will be maps, there will be team comps where this Mercy absolutely should be a Moira, right? Should be... My handwriting with this gets worse and worse every time I use it. Maybe it should be a Moira. Maybe it should be an Anna. Maybe it should be a Bappa. Or a Batiste, whatever you want to call him, right? There's loads. What should it be, right? You cannot just one trick a main support hero now, or a main healer, let's say, and hope for the best. That being said, right, and I do say this a lot, this rank, you can get out of it if you play your hero really well. So let's take a look at what's going on. Let's take a look at, you know, what I'm expecting here, honestly. I know we haven't even got into the video yet, and how long have we been rambling for, but I'm expecting really good positional play off you, especially if you were playing at High Master. Because even when Mercy was strong, you still needed to know what you were doing. You could not just like go, I'm playing Mercy, I've got to a Masters, whoa. No. And maybe this guy never got there during the Mercy meta. He doesn't stipulate in the email. It just says that that's where he came from. So I'm speculating a bit there. But hey, let's just go into it. All right, so we've got a Mei, we've got a Moira, we've got a Diva, we've got a Bull, which has been frozen down the front, which we just don't seem to... Actually, the ball's miles away. I think we got a Genji possible. Right, okay, no, it was a Hanzo. So our team comp, right, this is probably one of the issues with this level. Now, right away, I'm looking at these two teams, and I am kind of worried a little bit. So the worry I've got is our Hammond is never going to get healed unless you absolutely pocket him. Now, this is another thing you kind of have to think about. Like, what am I going to be able to do? How am I going to be able to work with this team? We've now got a Moira. So basically, we've got two primary healers, which is okay. At least we've got a ton of healing, right? So it's not too bad. We've got a Diva, that's fine. DPS is a Hanzo and a Mei. This isn't really sustained DPS. This DPS needs to land shots to get the kills. The enemy team is kind of the same. I mean, it does have a Junkrat, which can spam chokes. Fair enough. It's got a Genji. The problem with the Genji is we can't stop Genji Blade with this team comp. So he's basically got a free Blade. Unless this Mei is going to use her ult or maybe even freeze the Genji. But I'm going to say Genji can probably dodge the Mei, possibly. They've got a Diva, yeah. They've got an Ana, that's fine. It's obviously going to work well with the Winston for long-range healing. And they've got a Brig. Not the best, like, sort of secondary support, but okay. But team comp-wise, this is not really standard at all. But you'd expect to see this at this rank. It's just about trying to look for weaknesses in their team and weaknesses in our team and play to our strengths and play to the enemy's weakness, right? But we need to know what our weaknesses are. And our weaknesses right now is we can't heal the Hammond and we don't really have sustained DPS. But will that be a problem? Let's see what happens. So, I like your positioning straight away. It's totally fine. We're at the back. Hammond's gone in. Hanzo was off to the side and died. We couldn't do anything about that. We're Guardian Angeling around. We're just... I mean, one of our DPS is dead, so this is hard for us. You did use voice comms out. I didn't catch what you said. Let's just listen. Somebody in the back line. Winston in the back line, maybe? We could Guardian Angel this, right? Look how fast we've got our ultimate. So our team are taking a ton of damage because we've got nothing really to absorb it beyond defense matrix, but loads of damage is coming in. We could 100% Guardian Angel. See, you're a good Mercy player. We don't need to heal though, do we? We don't need to heal this. Like, why are we not damage boosting this? Why are we not damage boosting? Damage boost! Oh, God. Okay, we should never die to this Blade. Okay, he only killed Hanzo. We can res that. We're going to res that. See, everything I've seen so far is okay, apart from I'd like a bit more damage boost. Oh, God, there's a Genji behind us. Good. See, I was about to go crazy and say, what you're doing is... It seems like you're looking at the targets you're healing a little bit too much. Obviously, with Mercy, you can lock on with the beam and then you can look somewhere else. You don't have to look at the target. Provided you're in range, the beam will stay locked on. But you kind of just did that anyway. You noticed Hammond was low, so you went in to help him. And we're actually, you know, we're maintaining really good line of sight here onto our other teammates. Because the advantage with this team comp is, yes, we've got a Hammond and he's all over the place. But it means that our team are kind of spread out. So we can keep jumping around. And honestly, if I had to rate this out of 10... Well, we need to get out of here. Let me rate this out of 10. Gameplay so far. I'm going to say this is like a solid 8, to be honest. The only thing I didn't like is I would have liked more damage boost during your first ulti because your team were like engaged in a fight, but primarily because we had coalescence going through our team. The right thing to do, though, was heal when Genji came out with his blade, probably. Although you could argue that maybe damage boost would be okay there. The thing with Mercy's ultimate... I'm not sure how he survived that. But the thing with Mercy's ultimate is it's kind of like... It's the worst support ultimate in the game, really. Really. Maybe Rally is kind... No, Rally's really good. So it's like... you can just pop it, like you just popped it there. So I'm totally fine with that. It's totally cool. And we're taking a nice high ground position. Support our Mei on the front line. We're actually damage boosting her. I like it. Winston's on someone. So basically all we're doing here, right, it's just about, it's triage. That is basically what it is. You have to look around and think, okay, who needs support? So we're damage boosting here. What about these guys? They kind of look okay here. There's somebody on the point there. What's going to happen here? What's next? What's my game plan? What's my play, right? Do I look after my front line? Well, I'm going to keep my eye on my front line here. This guy on the point there. These guys hopefully are going to go down. Like, oh, it's like the GIF, isn't it? With all like the calculations going across the screen. That's how you have to play Mercy. And you seem to be doing that, to be fair, right? One thing I will say as well, don't be afraid to get your pistol out and just shoot people when you've got Guardian Angel going. Because it is... I die all the time to that. I actually, like, if I'm playing like Zen or Soldier or whatever, and a Mercy comes down drilling me, you die to it. But this has been pretty good so far. All right. Okay, so one thing you're not doing, though, is tracking what the enemy have got ultimate-wise. Now, this is something I touched on at the start of this round. It is essential that you do this. You need to know what the enemy are going to use, right? Because arguably, you have got the most sort of relaxing downtime to do that in. Because now, right, all we're doing is just making sure we're in a decent position. We're not going to get picked off by the enemy for whatever reason. They've, like, maybe picked a Widow or something. We don't want to peek out. You know, we just want to be chill, right? And we are doing that. And we should damage buff the Hanzo. There's really no need, no reason why we shouldn't be. It's a Genji Blade coming in, so this is a worry, right? I can hear this coming in, and it sounds because this looks like the shadow of Genji that it's going to come in from like over here somewhere, which is probably not great for us. All our team is together here now. And May's probably got her ulti ready, but I don't really know because you're not bringing up your screen, your score screen. So you need to do that a little bit more. Also, bringing up the score screen. If you watch pro players play, especially on stream, they'll bring the score screen up quite a lot. Like sometimes they'll bring it up like in the middle of a fight or as fight's finishing because they know when there's like a time to take a breather. What that does though is two different things. Obviously, firstly, it gives you information on what ultimates are available on your team. It also tells you who's alive and who's dead. But it also gives you that like trigger in your head to go, what has the enemy got? Maybe they've got this ultimate. I haven't seen this ultimate for a while. What's going on? And the best way to ult track is to just think to yourself, have I seen this ultimate for a while? Yeah. Well, I haven't seen Diva bomb. So are they going to Diva bomb us? That's how you got to think, right? And you're not doing that. Like, just try and work that into your gameplay. This Genji Blade is going to be bad for us. To be fair, we kind of... I don't know what Genji was doing there. I expected more kills off Genji, but we played really well. We got the res off there on target of the healer. This is cool. We're trying to stay away. I mean, this Genji, like, Genji is actually useless after he's used deflecting his Genji Blade. What's he going to do? Like, you can just engage him. You can fight him, so don't be frightened of him all the time. But I would be damage boosting now, the Hanzo. Like, you're not really giving Hanzo the love he deserves. Just ult again. Yeah. Heal that on the point. Yes, yes. Oh, if we get there eventually. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Right, but what ultimates have they got? I think we're going to win this fight anyway, it kind of looks like. They won't have Grav just yet. I mean, this is totally fine, apart from the fact you went a little bit close to the enemy players sometimes. Like, you remember, you don't always have to be flying around just because you can. Like, now you're in a bad place because you've got a break. So we get away. This is a nice place to be. Huge res. We're kind of chilling on the point. They come back. Like, here now, right, if we're not getting focused, there's no reason, really, for us to run away from here unless... there's a couple of reasons, right? If we see somebody critically low, then maybe we need to go and intervene. Or they, like, throw a Diva bomb at us or whatever. Apart from that, if they're not targeting us, well, we can just sit there healing, right? We don't need to go out into the open and expose ourselves and die. So, yeah, we don't want that Brig near us. And it's fine, right? Honestly, that was fine. The only thing that happened there is I think you used your microphone for literally 2 seconds, which I'm not saying you need to use your microphone, but I just like it when Mercy players, especially support players and tank players, are maybe a bit more vocal when it comes to ultimates. I mean, I'm guilty of this myself. I'm guilty of playing tank and not really communicating that much in some games, or like just completely forgetting about ultimate tracking. But it's such a huge part of the game. It can really like it gives you, I mean, basically gives your team a ton of information as to what's going on, because you can be like, guys, I think they've got Grav, so we need to, you know, be ready for that. Our only option here to deal with the Grav is the Diva eats the Grav. I mean, we coalesce and then we like use both support ultimates into it, but probably we just die to a Genji Blade if this team were any good, but they're kind of not. Although I think this was possibly a late swap because these guys were playing Junkrat. I think this was a Junkrat. So anyway, let's see what happens. Let's go forward. So this was pretty good. Honestly, pretty good play. When I look back at your email and you're like, well, you feel like it's like the team... What's the plan? Try not to die. It's better than no plan. Don't die. But yeah, like you say that your friends say this is like a toxic rank and it's got smurfs and people don't care. I'd say that first round was okay. Our ball's gone in a bit mad. Moira's with him though, so it's not too bad. Like, one thing that I don't know why you're not damage boosting the Hanzo here. Like, Healing this here, I mean, yeah, it's a big target, right? D.Va, she is taking a bit of damage. She's got a bit of health gone there. But the Hanzo, right? All right, Hanzo will get a headshot with his arrow and just delete somebody, probably, because he's just Hanzo, right? But when he's Storm Arrows, if you're damage boosting him, he's going to just fire loads of stuff down there, and it could do tons of damage, especially if the whole enemy team are in a little choke. So I don't think you use damage boost enough, to be fair. I mean, okay, it's fine healing there, because obviously he's about to die. Now we're on Hanzo. Like, I'm just going to go out there and say that boosting the D.Va is literally one of the most pointless targets to damage boost, unless she's at point blank range on something, because she's literally going to achieve nothing. I think what you're doing is you're just giving a damage boost when she's got full health. I mean, I think, if anything, the way this team are playing, where everybody's just all over the place, is really good for you, especially on mecha base, because you can Guardian Angel everywhere. Like, you literally should never die. Okay, they use Coalescence. Don't know why. That's good for us. We've almost got Guardian Angel. We kind of don't need Guardian Angel just yet. All right, so... Okay. Your team are starting to talk, right? Which I actually kind of like. Saying you got bomb for next fight. D.Va's gone in a bit crazy, though. That's really risky off D.Va, because if D.Va loses a mech, she's just going to have to remech and lose a bomb. I know what's going to happen here. You're going to use your your ultimate, then die. Repeat after me, Mercy players. If a Genji is whipping out his blade on top of me trying to pop my ulti is not going to save anyone. I'm just going to die. Hang on, I've destroyed the speed of this video. I will literally eat this hat, my favorite Soldier 76 hat, if you don't use your ultimate here, because the way you've been using your ulti so far is fine. You're using it like pretty much immediately as it comes up, and I'm like, it's okay. A big fight's breaking out. Normally this is happening, but this is different, right? This is like, oh god, they're Genji blading us. I need to heal, so I'm going to use my ultimate because I'm going to keep everyone alive. But all your ult does is basically give you an AoE heal, effectively. It's not really going to stop Genji. Maybe you don't. Maybe I've just ranted for no reason. Of course I haven't. There it is. Let's go back. Of course I haven't. Of course I haven't, ladies and gentlemen. All right, okay. At least you were like, damn, I've lost my ult. Why would you ult there? D.Va's actually got a huge number of kills there, so that's cool. Okay, another thing as well is you can shout for a taxi back. Say, can somebody taxi me back? Because that ball was pretty close to us, and then he sort of just rolled onto the point. Actually, to be fair, he rolled onto the point and killed someone. So we'll let the ball off there, but that's kind of not really a Mercy thing, I guess. It's more of like a, if you see your Mercy coming back to the point, just like peek her so she can come back. I mean, peeking Mercies, again, is something which really the Mercy player can't control. You just have to be aware of where your Mercy is. The Mercy can shout for it, like, oh my god, can you just peek? Can you just peek? Things like on Numbani, the magical missing map apparently right now. But when the DPS is on the high ground on Numbani, you kind of want to go like, get up to the high ground. Maybe if you're on the low ground, you want your DPS to peek, so shout at him, tell him to peek. Okay, cool. Right, so we just think about positioning where we need to be. The enemy are trickling onto the point here, so we win this fight again. What are they doing? What are these guys doing? What are they doing? Are they just emoting at each other? So what? I'm going to say that's a report-worthy offense, because what the hell is going on with these players? They are literally emoting at each other. Hello? So maybe when people moan about their rank, this is what's actually going on. Report these players. What the hell? What is going on? This is a competitive game. This isn't quick play. This is a workshop. What? What is this? What?
Guys, come on. I need you on the point.
What? We wouldn't have lost that if you know, we had... Oh, they're grouped. Of course they're grouped. What are they doing?
Stop trying.
Why? We're winning. We're winning. What the hell? What is going... What is that diva doing? What is this? Oh! What is this? What is... That Genji's just going to blade the lot of them.
They're just there, not doing anything.
What? I mean, I'd understand if well, I wouldn't understand, but they'd at least have a crap excuse if you were getting rolled. But you're winning the goddamn game. What are they? Anyway, right. This is good. I like this. There's a lot going on the screen here. Diva Bomb we need to get away from. Just about got away from. All right, cool. Nice use Guardian Angel. The one thing I've not seen you do with Guardian Angel is the, obviously, if this is your Guardian Angel target and you Guardian Angel towards it, as you hit the target, if you jump, you conserve momentum and you keep going forward. That is like a standard Mercy thing. I think you probably know that. I just really haven't seen much of that in this video. Also, there is a Mercy, like, double jump. Well, like vertical jump. I think it's still possible. Although don't quote me on that, but I don't really know how. Oh, I can't do that. It's to do with like you sort of go towards the target and then crouch and then somehow it boats from there. But don't worry about it. That's like some crazy advanced Mercy tech, which is not really necessary for advancing through the ranks. Like sometimes people can put a lot of emphasis on stuff that actually isn't valuable to them. If you're like absolutely in the top 500, yeah, sure. If you're not, then it's like, you see it with Doomfist players a lot, where they kind of like, they learn all the trick punches, like, and they just don't do anything in the fight. Okay, right. This is actually annoying. Right, so now we've got a Batiste instead of a Moira. I mean, okay. It's still a support, so I'm okay. I mean, it would be nice if we had a Zen, so we could stop the Genji Blade, but... Hanzo is just, like, on his own. Oof. This is really unfortunate. This is actually unfortunate. I kind of feel sorry for you, man, because this is, I don't know, maybe we still, maybe it's winnable. I mean, I guess one of the things you haven't really touched on is res and when to res and when not to res. Res, I mean, it's pretty simple to use res. Like if somebody dies and they're easy and safe to res, you basically res them, right? There are key reses you'd be looking for, like if somebody's got an ultimate available, maybe they're screaming and shouting for it. Res me, I can pop my ulti, but the thing I was looking for, which you kind of haven't done, is the crazy idiot Mercy res, where you see somebody who's dead and you're like, okay, I need to res them, but actually they're dead in the enemy's back line, so I'm going to go in and die. That's one of the things that a lot of the Mercy players that maybe did get high during the Mercy meta kind of didn't adapt to, and that's why they lost a lot of rank, because they still thought they could just jump in and instantly res people. Okay, so this now is super frustrating in this game. The key thing here is to try and remain upbeat. You don't sound upbeat based off your voice, but I mean, to be fair, would I be upbeat based off what I just seen that Mei and Hanzo do? They were just literally throwing the match, which is so annoying. It's so annoying to see that.
I'll try. So chill, we'll move in little by little.
Okay. Right. They still haven't picked a hero. I cry. Oh, there's a Pharah now. Do we have anything to even deal with the Pharah apart from the Batiste?
They're right side.
Okay, good call on the Pharah. All right, we're on the point. Now, yeah, you keep it. I think that's still a Mei, isn't it, to the left? Yeah. Like, we seem to have got control of this fairly okay. Obviously now because we've got a Batiste, we can use his immortality field, keep ourselves alive if anything crazy happens. Also allows us to do a ton of healing as well, which is one of the things people don't really realize with the Batiste immortality field. When it's down, yeah, people will try and destroy the drone, but the damage that's coming in is actually really nice because Mercy can just sit there and top everyone off. Same for, well, for Batiste himself and for Anna, and for Moira, I guess. Also, like, in terms, let's just touch on comp because we don't have bunker comp here right now, but there is a very, very strong meta starting to appear, which will mean that Mercy is starting to come back into the game in a very strong way. Not like she'll be in every match like she used to be back in the glory years, but she and Batiste and bunker comp, so with Orisa and a Bastion, are insanely strong because she can damage boost the Bastion. Batiste keeps everyone alive with immortality field, and then Mercy just heals everybody up. And it's like, it's incredible. It's actually incredible. Whether it's good for the game or not, who knows? But it's actually an incredible comp to play. So if you ever get a chance to do that, give it a try. Especially on like assault maps, 2CP maps, it could be really good. Okay, so as we're going through this, right, we're looking again at, like, what's the plan? These guys are idiots. I don't know why that May is there. She's dead, whatever. This is like a super risky res if we try and go for that because, well, clearly we can see there's the enemy Orisa and somebody else standing there, which is probably not going to be good news for us. So we need to back out of that, which we did. So, see, like, you know how to play Mercy, and that's actually a really ballsy res, and I do like that, actually. And I like the use of that ultimate as well. The reason why I like that ult is because you're supplementing the attack, which actually, again, is really, really nice. Unlucky that our Reinhardt's dead. It's a little bit messy. We need to keep an eye on our ball. Our ball's coming back. The point's getting capped. So we need to get back on the point. But the thing is, right, the thing with point, now I hear people shout this a lot. It's like, point, 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 point. It's like, yeah, point. But if we win the fight, we cap the point easier. So even though they've gone to the point, it's like, whatever. We've killed 3 of their team just, so it's fine. That's a really strange ultimate off that Orisa. In fact, she's throwing that. Super hard throw. Right. We didn't really need our Batiste ult. Oh. Well played, Batiste, with the immortality field. That saved us. Huge. This is why Batiste is so good. It's literally his standard ability. It's just stop ultimate. It's just so good. All right, so we're playing well. We're using line of sight. We're playing around the pillars. We're topping people up. We should have our May ultimate online as well. Yeah, we're damage boosting. Like, just damage boost when you don't need to heal. But think about who you're damage boosting, right? I'm going to say a damage boosted Batiste, actually quite nice. But damage boosting a Reinhardt, like when he's in close quarters combat, is absolutely amazing, and he'll love it for you. I mean, that's unlucky. We got hacked. We couldn't Guardian Angel away. So, whatever. And we didn't know there was a Sombra there, right? Because that Sombra swap just happened. We would have known, though, wouldn't we, if you press tab? Like, tab is literally everybody's best friend, or it should be, right? This button, I don't know what it is on consoles, guys, because I don't play. It's probably like select. Is select even a button on consoles anymore? I don't know. It'll be whatever button brings up the score screen. Press it more often because you know what's going on. You'll be able to see what enemy team, like what the enemy have swapped to, right? Because you get that information straight away.
You got no support right now. Be careful.
Good call. I like that call as well. But are we win? Yeah, I like that's the secondary call up to that. Again, I like it. So you're good, right? I think you're better than this rank. I don't know what's going on. I mean, if you get players like that May and the Hanzo, then that's annoying. But this is looking good, right? Yeah. Oh, we can ult this. We can ult this. I think I've sped that up, right? Oh god. Oh god. There we go. Oh no, what have I done? I've changed the camera. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, we just piece out of this. Well, basically, we die in the point. We don't run away. No. Okay, no, you did the right thing. I said the wrong thing there. You did the right thing getting out. This is me thinking I'm playing like a tank or something. Just run onto the point and just die. Like, we're at 91%. So basically, like, if you look at this right now, what is the win condition for our team, right? It's actually pretty simple. All we need to do is win one fight, and we win. Just one fight. They're only on 45%, so it means this is a plan, right? This is how we can build a plan. So all you've got to say is like, guys, let's just farm ults, right? Let's farm ults, and then we'll just go in and I guess we'll all press Q together. It's a very stupid, simple plan, but it's probably going to work, right? Because how are they going to stop that, right? Let's see what happens. And remember, we've got a May, so May ult is actually quite good when it's thrown onto the point. Sombra behind us. Okay. May just walked into a Junkrat. So think I've done something to the aspect ratio of the video, haven't I? I don't know what I've done, guys. I've like spammed a button on the keyboard, and it's like it's cut a bit of the video off. Anyway, we're nearly at the end of the game, so whatever. We'll just roll with it. But that Reinhardt there could have moved forward a little bit and put his barrier in front of the Mei, and you could have got the res off. But it's like whatever. There's a Riptide coming through, so it's bad news for us. Okay. All right, this is generally going to be bad for us. Reinhardt's barrier's gone. We're backing up, but we're getting a lot of ult charge from it, so it's like... Actually, we got out of this okay. Hammond's gone in crazy. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about this. We don't really want to be walking into Junkrat. Okay, there Zen has used his ultimate. I don't know why, but now we've got a major problem here, right? We've got our tank, our primary main tank Reinhardt is on the point with Batiste, I think. We've got somebody else over here. We're sort of like in the middle of nowhere, and we've got a Junkrat there. So basically, we don't want to go this way, do we? This would be a catastrophically bad idea. We just want to go back around here, Guardian Angel onto the point, if you guys can understand my fantastic diagram. But basically, going forward is not a good idea here, honestly. So let's go forward. You'll see this on the kill cam. Look how stupid this looks. Oh. So you fed your brains out there. That's fine. That's actually done a shed load of healing. You fed your brains out, but it's only really the first time you've done it. So I'm cool with that. Look at that, 21,000 healing. That's actually insane. Like, that is actually a shed load of healing. I wonder how much the Moira's done as well. I mean, we've almost got an ulti, but yeah, it's not. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Who's somebody like you're bad, Ryan? Says some guy. What? Imagine, you see, I hate these comments. I actually hate these. Imagine tryharding. It's competitive. You play to win. That's the whole point. Ugh. All right, guys. This has been an interesting one, I think. I think our Mercy player here, Mike JC, I think is a good Mercy player. What happened in that game, these two guys are actually terrible. I don't know what they're doing. Like, yeah, it's lol, it's funny, it's memes. Report that. They can do that in quick play or whatever. This is competitive. They should not be... They literally threw the mecha base because we would have won that easy and we would have just gone forward and it would have been cool and fine. One thing I'm going to say, though, is if you've got 900 hours on Mercy and it's literally the only hero you're playing, you don't say that in your email, but if it is, try and play other heroes because sometimes Moira might be more effective than a Mercy, right? Batiste might be more effective. Anna might be more effective. And I wouldn't be worried about playing different heroes in competitive either, especially if you're trying to win. Nobody can say a bad word about you, right? If you go out there, try your best, that's all you can ask for, right? Just sticking to one hero over and over again might not work, right? Because right now we're in the age of Overwatch where the meta is very much map specific, but it's also it depends on like what the enemy team have got as well. It's actually a really nice place, especially for support. All right, guys, I've been Stylosa. This is Stylosa. If you guys enjoyed the video, then like the video, and I will catch you lovely lot on the next one.